happy holidays. I'm Tierney. You may know me as the host of the Heart Next Door podcast. I am also the founder of the Heart Next Door app, which is a digital doula or digital village, you can say, that puts care and community at the fingertips of new and expecting moms. And I'm super excited about this series we've been doing. This is week 3 of our Built for Mom series, where we're taking you behind the scenes of the Heart Next Door app into some of its greatest features, talking about the real pain points that moms face, which led us to build this app. And we're also sharing with you firsthand what it looks like, while also giving you some special gifts along the way. And so today, I'm really excited about today's topic, because it actually relates to a lot of my past life. My background is in education and also speech pathology, so I literally studied baby development. And I say that to say that even as someone with a background in baby development and child development, you could say, I still, as a mom of 2, had a lot of anxiety when it comes to making sure that my kids were developing at the right rate, right? And so I'm curious about you. Have you ever stared at your baby? Or maybe you were out in a play group or at the library with other kids, and you thought to yourself, why does everyone else's baby seem ahead? Or what if I'm missing something? And then, because we're human, right? You open Google and suddenly you're spiraling. You see charts, you see timelines, you see percentiles, and worst case scenarios just pop up in your head. Well, first, if that resonates with you in any way, I just want to say very clearly and lovingly that your concern does not mean that something is wrong. That means that you really love your baby. And panic is not the price and should never be the price of good motherhood. Today we're going to talk about what's normal, what's flexible, and how to track your baby's development without fear, comparison, or overwhelm. Because peace is an essential part of postpartum care. So here's the first one that you should remember. Normal is a range and not a deadline. So here's the first truth every new mother needs to know. Baby development is a range and not a race. Milestones were never meant to be weapons. They were designed as guides, not verdicts. Rolling, sitting, babbling, crawling, each one unfolds within a window and not a timestamp. Here's what no one ever says out loud. 2 babies can hit the same milestones 2 months apart and both be perfectly healthy. Development is influenced by so many things like birth experience, temperament, environment, sleep, nutrition, and yes, emotional safety. So when your baby isn't doing what Instagram says they should, that doesn't mean you're behind. It means that your baby is becoming. Milestones are information and not meant to be indictments. Number 2, comparison creates panic. This is the second thing that we really have to remember, right? Comparison creates panic and context creates peace. I'm sure you guys have all heard this saying that comparison is the thief of all joy, right? Comparison is the fastest way to steal joy, not just from life, but from early motherhood. Especially when we're comparing highlight reels, filtered timelines, babies we don't even know in real life. And I just want to ground you with something really, really powerful. Your baby is not behind. They are becoming at their pace and in their body and in your care. And what actually helps is context. Like, what's typical for this age range? What signs matter right now? What's worth watching versus what's just noise? When moms don't have context, the default is fear. And when we have clarity, we make confident decisions. Peace comes from information delivered with love and not alarm. And that's the difference between support and stress. And that leads us to point 3. Tracking should create confidence and not anxiety. Here is the third truth. Tracking your baby's development should make you feel supported and not scared. You don't need 10 apps, conflicting charts, medical language without explanation. You need one place, clear milestones, gentle guidance, and reassurance rooted in reality. And that's exactly why One of the key features of the Heart Next Door app was built with that in mind. Inside of the Heart Next Door app, we created the baby tracker with the intention of allowing you to track your developmental milestones by age for your baby, see what's typical and flexible, understand behaviors without panic, document love with growth and not pressure. And the most important part of this is it doesn't just tell you what to watch for, it reminds you to celebrate progress and not police it. And it equips you with activities provided by the CDC that you can do with your baby to ensure that they stay on track. A calm mother notices way more than a panic one ever could. And I'm so excited to show you this feature inside the app. All right, so here is the baby tracker feature within the app. So similar to other pregnancy apps, where you can track the baby's development, I will say that one thing that is a huge differentiator about our app is that most pregnancy apps that you use after you have baby, it's like you see I'm thinking of a few in particular where you'll be able to track your baby through your pregnancy, what baby looks like all throughout. Your baby's the size of a pea, your baby's the size of a watermelon, your baby's doing this week and this week. But then after you have baby, it's like, okay, goodbye. You can no longer really get any good use of the app. And so one of the differentiators about our app is that we track baby's development through postpartum and even give you some great tips about developmental milestones and then red flags to look forward to. So for example, this baby's a newborn. Baby can see, baby's hearing is fully developed, baby follows objects with his eyes, reflexes are gasping and now strong. And then also giving you a sense of what your postpartum symptoms are too. And then the greatest thing is that there's a link right here to the developmental milestones so you can automatically see what milestones baby should be reaching for by the time they're 2 months. And then not just that, but different activities you can do with them to ensure that they are meeting those milestones. So yeah. Wow. I really, really hope that you all, especially as new and expecting moms, really dive into the app, the beauty of that feature, because it was truly built with you in mind. And I just want you to take a breath with me, aside from the app, right? Your baby doesn't need perfection. They need presence, they need your voice, your warmth, and your steady love. And you deserve support that meets you where you are. At 2 a.m., at pediatric appointments, in the quiet moments when doubt creeps in. That's why the Heart Next Door app exists to walk with you. Not rush you, not judge you, not overwhelm you. Just guide you, gently, clearly, lovingly. Because we are building a world together where mothers feel informed and not afraid, where babies are honored and not compared, and where no woman feels alone in early motherhood or pregnancy. You are doing a lot better than you think. Thank you. We'll see you next time on the next week's episode of the Built for Mom series as we get closer to week 5, where we'll reveal a huge gift that we have created just for you.